You are welcome to this channel. Don't forget to give us your like, your thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and please share. If Peter Obi wants to take a private jet, he will go and enter through the commercial place. Sowore, a human rights activist Omoyele Sowore, has detailed his experience with Peter Obi, which made him strongly doubt the genuineness of the Labour Party 2023 presidential candidate. In an interview with Noble Nigeria, Omoyele Sowore challenged the authenticity of Peter Obi's portrayed good character, accusing him of being dishonest and also an endorser of online attacks. He claimed to have conducted extensive research on Peter Obi's administration in Anambra State and discovered several substandard projects that were sugar-coated in the eyes of the public to present him in a positive light. Upon uncovering the flaws in Obi's administration, Sowore claimed that Peter Obi became upset and allegedly ordered the printing of posters in Anambra State, insinuating that he was homosexual. He said, "They went and printed posters in Anambra State, and I think it was done by Valentine, according to accusing me and Oke Ndibe of being gay partners. That is how I knew that all the social media repeat attacks, he endorsed them. That that how that's how he operates." Omoyele Sowore also recounted witnessing Peter Obi pretend to take a commercial flight before eventually boarding a private jet just to appear modest in the media. He added, if Peter Obi wants to take a private jet, he will go and enter through commercial plane so he can greet everybody and you think so, that then they will be bring a vehicle and put him to go to the private jet area. Well, this is Mr. Amoyele Sowore in the news today and giving his own piece about Peter Obi as a political opponent. Of course, he has to say whatever he has to say. But then politicians will be tired of mudslinging. They will continue to do things to define the other and trying to make sure that, of course, the people, concentrate or shift their own focus even at them. In this regards, he's trying to help the world to think, to understand who Mr. Peter Obi really is. For him, he felt that the man is an hypocrite, knowing fully well that he wants to do something, but he will go through a particular channel and begin to present himself as modest and loving to the people. But at the end of the day, he's still going to achieve his luxurious life. And an example he gave happened to be as regards a time that Mr. Wike was to travel, and then he has to go through, he was supposed to travel with a private jet. But first of all, he went to the public jet or to commercials and then began to greet people and then relate with them. Then after that, they came and picked him again and took him to the section where the chartered aircraft is. But then, for those who happen to have greeted him here, might be thinking that he's being checked in into the commercial aeroplane with every other citizen. But at the end of the day, they will realize that it wasn't so. And as a result of that, Omolaye Sowore is trying to tell the world that they shouldn't trust Peter Obi because he has his way of confusing people. Well, it is Peter Obi that will not now come out, even to prove himself beyond reasonable doubt, because Omoyele Sowore claimed that he has done an extensive research on Peter Obi and he had found him wanting. For example, there was a time he discovered there are several substandard projects that were sugar-coated in the eyes of the public to present him in a positive light. You know, the politicians need to understand something now, that the world is now a global village and everybody is abreast of the current information, and therefore if a Peter Obi want to fool people, he can try it once. I don't think he will be able to do it the second time, because some people will eventually find out. That is just the truth. It's like a ray of light with a small hole. It will penetrate anything he wants to penetrate, and that's the reality, that people understand what they are saying perfectly. especially when it comes to the social media. Peter Obi may decide to play the people. That is while on ground, relating with them, calling their favor, and trying to put his love, into their hearts. But the reality will come forth at the time we want to get the result, and that is it. Because Sowore really claimed that Peter Obi, he became upset and allegedly ordered the printing of posters in Anambra State insinuating that he, Sowore, was an homosexual. Well, it's left to him. He's the only one who can come out to say, no, I am not homosexual. And he's the only one who can decide to admit if he is homosexual. But for me, of course, it is not in the place of a Peter Obi to begin to pay, journalists to do adverts for him in order to smear the name of Sowore. That doesn't work and it doesn't add up. Well, the expectation from a Peter Obi is the picture he's painting to Nigerians, making them to see him probably as a messiah and as a modest Nigerian who is going to work for the people, not that he will begin to, work only for himself, or maybe some of his cronies and then his ethnic group, maybe as an extension. But his work is supposed to be, for Nigeria. Very, very important. So he shouldn't bother himself if he's not going to work for Nigeria. And that's the reality of the whole situation. So Sowore too, who is saying this, to remember that while he is also investigating some people, others too will investigate him. And I hope by the time some investigation are carried out and they are complete, nothing will be like a smear or a mud that is going to stain, a Sowore who is speaking now, because for me, he's saying his mind. Some people in other clan might say he's proving to be an angel, but as far as I am concerned, this is what makes politics healthy. You throw a jab, the opposition also throw a jab, your opponents also throw a jab. Then at the end of the day, you all come to a round table. When the contest, the competition is over, you congratulate whoever is the winner and you move ahead. Begin to play your role in whatever capacity that Providence has made available to you. This is very, very important, because we could remember also that in this news that Omoyele Sowore, he recounted witnessing Peter Obi to prevent to take a commercial flight before eventually boarding a private jet just to appear modest even in the media. I think the politicians should remember that they shouldn't do things that cannot be covered, because at the end of the day, the world will see it and then the world will judge them. I wish Peter Obi the best. The same thing for Sowore. Let's take our fingers crossed and see what will happen in this coming by. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you.